notices underneath your doors. I had asked actually, and I'm sorry for if it's a bit uncomfortable, I had asked for some extra chairs to be put here. As you see, even the existing chairs were removed. So that is unfortunately the lack of cooperation we've been getting from the office and from, I don't know, the leadership on the board. But anyhow, what I wanted to do tonight was essentially to give you sort of a little primer, like a handbook on how the budget is done at the Rotonda. And I would love to see you all leave with 2 or 3 concepts that then you can pose questions to board members, including myself, as well as future boards, as to how these things come up. And because you've seen the increase, it's a 5% increase. I think it's too much. It's too much, especially in the economy that we are today and with the dire situation. And I'm not exaggerating that it's dire. I am in the market, I make investments. We just don't know how deep this situation is going to fall into. So given that, I feel, and a number of us on the board had felt that 5% was out of question. But anyways, we were a minority and we got overruled. And the topic is not about now that 5%. But I wanted to essentially educate you all on some of the linkages that you need to understand in a budget so as to be, intelligent consumers of these handouts when they come to you next year. About probably a bit less than a third, 25% of our budget is the reserve budget. And I'm going to give you a handout. This reserve schedule is something that because of our bylaws, it's required by the Condominium Act. Every 5 years, we hire a professional engineering firm called the SEA that studies, essentially the facilities that we have, the public facilities, and has a lifetime for each and every single component. And it's projected it's like an amortization schedule. If you have a 10 million swimming pool that lasts for 10 years, every year 1/10 of that should be set aside like in a reserve or in a savings fund so as to be able to have the full amount in 10 years in case you need to replace it. So this, can you distribute that? I want you guys to get a copy of this because this gives you a schedule of what it is that this firm has done for us. And it makes projections for, from 2009 up to the last year, 2028. But if you just focus, for example, on the 2009, which is the first page, you see all the list of projects that this company has recommended us to finance for year 2009. And as you can see, there is, for example, asphalt repair, outdoor swimming pool, tennis court, the AC unit, outdoor lighting, fire alarm, you name it. You go down the list. The total comes up to about 4 million for year 2009. 2010, if you do it's the same, another list of projects, it's 2 million, 2.8 million. 2011 is 2 million. So you have for every year what it is that this engineering firm is essentially recommending. So the way, if you want to really not even question this study, what you need to do, i.e. what the association needs to do, is to have enough funding for 2009 for $4 million worth of projects. To be, just following the schedules ward by ward. Of course, as we can all see, there may be 1 or 2 items that you can move out or bring in. So there is some flexibility because at the end of the day, we do have engineers here. We are homeowners. The SEA may look at this and they have done it. For example, for the carpets in the hallways, which were replaced I don't know, 5 or 7 years ago, they said, well, it's time to replace it. Well, we can look at it and see, well, it's really not worn out yet, and probably we don't need to do carpet replacement 2009. So in that respect, common sense, engineering capacity of our own, we can shift 1 or 2 projects out or bring some projects in. But this gives you just an order of magnitude. And if you want to be a purist in the sense that, okay, I just don't want to even question FEA, this is what I want to go about doing. Can we